95.7 The Hog, Daytona's rock station. Hey, it's Friday. It's Morning Hog Happy Hour. I am Riggs. That guy right there, that's Josh S.R. Parada. Morning Hog Brew review.
Morning, sir.
Good early, happy Father's Day to you.
You as well.
You and I are both fathers. I'm lucky that I still have my father. You too, right? So we got dads to worry about. I don't have any gifts yet. I didn't get any, and I haven't. Well, it's marginal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've earned them this year or not, right?
I usually just get some peace and quiet.
Santa. Oh, it's not Santa. That's right. So, yeah, peace and quiet's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Or a pizza and some beers. Actually, would be perfect.
I said pizza and quiet.
But you did the best, second best thing, or maybe the best thing better than quiet, is just had cracking beers open.
Yeah, buddy.
I love this.
Yeah, I got some old school beers that some of our fathers may have drank in the past.
Okay.
Present as well. But I thought it would be a nice ode to the fathers today.
Like Dad's beers.
Dad's beers.
I like it a lot.
Yep.
What is a quintessential dad beer consist of, would you say? Easy to open.
Number one. Yep, absolutely.
Right.
Typically, they tend to be glass bottles because that's what they grew up in the past. There wasn't a whole lot of aluminum cans,
right.
at least in our age group for fathers.
Right.
And beer-flavored beer seems to be a very big part of that.
I'm down.
I'm trying to debate which direction I want to go here.
Yeah, what we start with?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with an old school favorite, Pabst.
Okay.
With a little twist. I figured this just became available. We know about Pabst in the past, how long it's been around.
Yeah.
The blue ribbon. And they decided to come out with Pabst Light.
Okay.
So maybe your dad's out there and he's wanting to cut back a little bit, doing some calorie count and stuff like that. So Pabst Light, 96 calories.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's necessary.
Yep.
I could use that. Thank you.
But still 4.2%.
Okay.
So you're still getting your domestic light beer ABV in there.
Right.
Delicious Pabst flavor. Been around forever.
You're maintaining. Oh, it's great. Oh boy, the flavor's all there. It's all the flavor right there of a PBR, but now it's a PBR light or a PB light.
Right. And Pabst over the years, it has kind of this weird. I wouldn't say weird, but has had a resurgence.
Yeah.
With the younger crowd. A lot of people like the word hipster for some reason.
Sure.
But it's because Pabst is a good beer.
Yeah.
You don't bring back a beer that tastes like crap.
Right.
And it's been around for so long that people are like, hey, listen, I want a beer flavored beer that's nice, light, easy to drink. Obviously, Pabst Light, a little bit lighter than that. And brought it back.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's all the flavor you'd want, your dad would want. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can still pick up the regular Pabst in 30 packs, 12 packs, 16-ounce cans.
Gosh, 30 packs.
So all the formats out there. You can find it on draft. A lot of pizza places have it on draft.
Yeah, like that.
So maybe take your pops out for a pizza and a Pabst.
It's a really good idea. And the good thing is my dad's not a big pizza guy, so I'm thinking about doing that. I'll be like, okay, I'll eat it all. I'll eat all the pizza.
I'm so confused by your food choices, man. Your father doesn't like pizza, but that's all you eat.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. He might not be the real dad. Anyway, but I'll tell you this much, though. I bought him this shirt a couple years ago when the Braves went to the World Series and stuff, right? Won the World Series. And I bought him a shirt because he's a huge Braves fan. And then the person whose shirt it is... Freddie Freeman? Yeah, they traded him to the Dodgers. Before I was able to give him the shirt.
Oh, no.
So happy Father's Day, Dad. I gave it to me.
Yeah.
It's my...
Well, your father, too.
It's my gift to myself.
Sometimes you got to buy a gift for yourself. I do that every year.
I wish I was lying about that, but that's actually a true story that I got him this shirt. And I was like, well, it's going to be on a Brew review
Actually, this is notice for my wife. I have car parts on the way.
That's good.
Happy Father's Day.
That's all right. You got to treat yourself. Treat us to another beer, why don't you?
Absolutely. So, you can't talk about old school dad beers without talking about Miller High Life, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The champagne of beers. Usually, it's called champagne of beers. People always think that they use champagne yeast or something like that, but not necessarily true. It's just the amount of carbonation is a little bit higher than your typical beer.
Okay.
And kind of puts it in that champagne realm. And you kind of feel a little fancy as you drink it, I think.
Of course. And, we talk about, like, the carbonation and, like, some seltzers and stuff, and like, you and I like it low or no. But then for here, you got to have this. This is what gives it the character.
Right. And when I say old school beer, 1903.
Okay.
Yeah, so been around for a while. That's why these beers are still here, though, and that's why I think they still have not only a following, but they're good for your the past, the present, the future.
Right.
The staying power of a great beer at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is American. We'll say American dad beers. This part,
absolutely,
all the USA.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
If your dad's shirtless in the garage wearing a cape out of a flag, that's the kind of guy. This is the beer he needs.
There you go. Right there. I like it.
Right. Hopefully he's not cutting his own grass. You got to do that for him on Father's Day.
Right.
Or the day before.
Another great beer you can find, and right now we're having it out of a bottle, but you can find it in cans, 12 packs, 18 packs, 30 packs.
Right.
It's on draft in a lot of places.
Yeah.
This is one of those beers I think kind of fell to the wayside just because it had been such an old school kind of staple, and people were trying to spread out and try new things, but everybody's come back to it.
Yeah.
Again, another resurgence beer, and rightfully so. I think this is a fantastic beer. This is my go-to at certain bars because, number one, it's a great price.
Yeah.
Great flavor. The ABV, was it right around 5%, I believe.
Yeah.
So you're getting your money's worth, that's for sure.
I feel like if your dad, if you don't, if you're not a dad yet, have some of this and think about what you would name your kid.
I like that.
Maybe Miller.
Start thinking about what your dad beer is going to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Just start putting names on it. In fact, and we'll suggest some to you.
Yeah,
if you want to
absolutely.
text into 257-0324, we will crank some out. You're not going to want them all, but they'll be good.
Are you getting texts already?
Yep. Up.
All right.
I'm gonna.
You want to review these real quick,
Yep.
and we'll come back?
Douglas, Todd. Okay, we got a bunch to get to. All right, stick around. More Morning Hog Brew review coming up on 95.7 The Hog.
Oh, there's Frank.
Go. Chad with 3 Ds. Riggs, the Morning Hog Brew review time. It's Friday before Father's Day, and that's why Josh Smith, our Parat, was kind enough to bring Father's Day beers. Dad beers.
Dad beers.
Pops,
Dad
whatever.
beers.
Yeah, it's beers. And these first two were, like you said, just quintessential American, great, sit outside in your yard kind of beers.
Right.
Now, where do we go from there?
I'm going to go off the reservation a little bit and go with
Right.
my father's favorite beer.
Okay.
He loves the Pabst and the High Lifes and stuff like that.
Right.
But he is a Moosehead guy.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Canadian beer.
All right.
He's originally from Seattle, so a little bit easier access to stuff like that up that way.
Sure. How far is Canada from Seattle, Washington, by the way? On a map, it doesn't look very far.
Yeah, I mean, what, a thumb?
Yeah, it's like, you can just look. Is there a bridge?
Yeah.
Do you know? Is there Canada Bridge up there?
Ice bridge or something? I don't know.
I'll text him. I'll text him later. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Ask him about that.
So another 5%er.
Okay.
Classic green bottle on the Moosehead.
Oh, yeah.
And another one. That's one thing I've noticed about these old school dad beers.
Yeah.
Is they're old school beers.
So smooth.
Been around since forever.
This one's creamy and great. And I mean that in a good way. That sounds like it could be a comparison for like a pie or something. But it's just good. It's smooth.
Right. So 1867.
Oh.
Still family owned and operated.
I didn't even know Canada was in operation that early.
Right.
Yeah.
They're on the 6th generation family.
Okay.
Right now. So not a lot of breweries can say that.
Right.
A lot of gone to conglomerates or something like that. So that the fact that the family's still intertwined in the beer, same beer, it's fantastic.
You ever been to a place that had a moose head like on the wall, like a mounted moose head, whatever? I mean,
I
you
have.
know what kind of place. It just tells you immediately that's what it's going to be.
Right.
And then if they're serving moose head, I mean that's just like the best
Winner all the way around.
It's the best case scenario.
So I will say Moosehead is a little bit more difficult to find just because it's kind of a niche product.
Right.
But you can find them at Publix's, Total Wines, some ABCs.
Right.
But as always, check out our website. It's the easiest way to find it.
srprot.com/beer finder.
There you go.
Beer finder. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Now, again, 12-pack bottles.
Okay.
About the only format you're going to find them in right now.
Good.
Not on draft, so it is. You do have to do a little bit of searching, but that's kind of the fun of it. Just fantastic beer.
I mean, thanks Canada.
Yeah.
Your dad's not Canadian.
No, he's not.
Okay, just making sure. I don't want to say
I
anything.
don't think.
I don't say anything disparaging about their.
Is French Canadian still Canadian?
Well, I just wonder about them. We got flag football coming to the Olympics soon. I wonder about how their flag football team is going to be because they play Canadian football up there, but the CFL is going to be. Well, it's hard to tell. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Ask your dad. He may know. He may know.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah. You want to use the fax machine? Fax it.
Yeah. Considering he barely knows how to use a cell phone.
Somebody's on it right now making copies. All right. We got one more dad beer for the special Father's Day edition.
We do. I think this one will stretch across a lot of fathers.
Okay.
This one is dedicated to my father-in-law. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago.
Yes, sir.
But this was his favorite beer.
Okay.
In this particular format, the stubby bottle.
Oh.
From Coors, right? It's a Coors Banquet.
I love it.
another beer
Right.
that has been around forever, has had another resurgence.
Yeah.
Some would say it has to do with a particular TV show that kind of brought it back to the forefront.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yellowstone did a lot of, Coors Banquet in there.
I even know.
And I think it gave the people the sight back on it.
Right.
Give them the opportunity to go try it. Realize it's a fantastic beer.
Right.
You're getting a 5%er. We all know our Coors Light and stuff like that, but Coors Banquet is the OG, the original. Yes. I love it.
It's the granddad.
The granddad of the dads.
Right. Yeah. Because if you're a granddad, you still celebrate Father's Day, kind of a proper like Grandpa's Day or something.
Right.
But this is quite good.
So yeah, another one, 1868. So been around forever. The stubby bottle's here, 1936. Mm-hmm. So the stubby bottle's been around.
Right.
I was doing some research earlier about Coors Banquet themselves, and I thought it was pretty interesting. The Coors Brewing Company actually were the first ones to start using recyclable aluminum cans.
Really?
And brought that to the entire beer industry.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I
think that's pretty interesting.
It is very interesting. And now we're going the full throwback with the stubbies because really there's not anybody's doing that kind of stuff anymore.
No, not those old school like that.
I like it.
You can still get it in cans. There's 30 packs out there. The aluminum 15, Alumatex 15 packs, 12 packs. But to me, that classic stubby it's something you got to at least try it first.
You made a couple references in this episode to the 30 packs, and I was thinking, let's see, you, me, your dad, my dad, we all got together. So it was like, let me just try to.
I think we need 2 30 packs.
Trying to think it's 30. It's 30, right? So it's 15, 7. It's like 7. I mean, it's 7.5 beers per person, I think. So that's not bad.
Okay, all right.
But who gets the half? That's always the other question,
Well, you know what? It's Father's Day. Normally I'd take it, but I'll give it to
give it to your dad. Dad,
yeah.
you
get the half.
Right? You raised a couple good sons here who know what the hell they're talking about.
That's right.
Math is questionable, but everything else is solid. All right, so again, easy to find, srprod.com/beerfinder, by the way, if you want to go find them. But you can find them with your eyes mostly.
Absolutely.
Just go to a store and buy them. And they make a great Father's Day gift, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy when I get alcohol for Father's Day.
You go to Dollar Tree. I don't want to tell you what to do. You can go to Dollar Tree. You get one of those sticky bows for you get a bag of them and slap it right on the 30 pack.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm finished.
Done.
Right?
You can even Sharpie on there and just say dad.
Right. Who needs a card?
Right.
You're saving trees. Your dad will be so happy. Well, thanks to you, Dad. Daddy Josh. From Daddy Riggs. Cheers.
Cheers.
I've already said it that way before.